in Sparta, New Jersey, for the Hunterdon Sussex semifinal between the Pope John Lions, the top seed in boys lacrosse, and the number 4 seed Sparta Spartans. We're at the half, and the Pope John Lions leading over Sparta 5-2. I was able to go ahead and get confirmation of who scored that second goal and who number 2 is for the Sparta Spartans. It's who I thought it was. I only have one freshman on the roster. It's Jace Stianson. Let me read. I hadn't say sorry. Jace Stianson, and that is number 2 for the Spartans. Now he scored the second goal for Sparta, and the first one scored by Matt Ciarelli, the senior, for the Spartans, who I think he had a hat trick against the Lions last time out as well. So those are your 2 goal scorers for Sparta. For the Pope John Lions, they're being led by Travis Heller with a hat trick today, along with Sam Canetta and Brody Pillock with goals. Daniel O'Leary in net for the Pope John Lions, number 52, and Jake Allegro, number 1, in the cage for the Sparta Spartans. Tomorrow at 4 p.m., we'll be at the baseball diamond right up on the hill right there. As you can see, the Pope John Lions boys baseball team going at it against the Roxbury Gales right now in a makeup of, I think it's tomorrow's game that they postponed and moved to today because of Hunterdon Sussex action. Well, anyway, they play tomorrow against the number 5 seed Vernon Vikings. Pope John winning over Lenape Valley 7-6 in a walk-off victory. Andrew Paramy with a game-winning hit for the Lions. And so Pope John will play in the quarterfinal tomorrow. Also, if you want, there's the softball Hunterdon Sussex quarterfinal. Number 2 seed Pope John Lady Lions, they will take on High Point, the number 7 seed in this tournament. And so Pope John actually defeated High Point on April 28th by a score of 10-0. So it doesn't mean anything in the tournament here. High Point could easily flip the script, but Pope John definitely favored in that matchup. We'll be with the softball team on Thursday for regular season action. But tomorrow, boys baseball on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Second half action now underway between Pope John and Sparta in the Hunterdon Sussex semifinal. And Ramirez wins the draw against Eric McCall as we start play here in the second half. The winner of this game will meet the winner of Warren Hills and Voorhees on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. That game is scheduled for Lenape Valley High School. So if you're looking to come here to watch that final, don't do it. It'll be at Lenape Valley if Pope John gets through. Or you can watch it here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. We will be with you for that game. Here is Pillock. Shot. Save. Allegro. It's loose in the crease. And he covers before Heller can jump on it. And Heller saying, I had a play on that ball. And he wanted a call there. He knocks it loose from Allegro. It's on the turf. He pushes it forward. Pope John trying to scoop it up. There's Ramirez to Heller. The shot. He scores! Travis Heller determined to score that goal. And the Lions take a 6-2 lead. Oh, Travis Heller would not be denied there. He said he had a play on the goal that was on the crease. The ball was in the crease and Allegro was trying to gain possession. He said he should have had a clear shot. It was taken away by Allegro. He went back there, knocked it out of his cross. And then when the ball went in the air, Mikey Ramirez was able to snatch it down. He passed it to Heller. And then Travis deked Allegro, waited for him to commit. When he did, Heller put it into an empty net on the right side. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and Heller scores his 4th. 6-2, Pope John. Ramirez, another face-off win. Pass to Galucci way over his head. It's going to go out of bounds, and Sparta will take over. So a rare unforced error by Sam Canetta. And Sparta will start up. Here is number 15, Sam Sikowski. Pass to Aquino. Marco Aquino. On the right side. Now Stianson. Jay Stianson for Sparta. I'm glad I have that. And thanks to the Sparta fan base here for giving me that information during halftime. I definitely appreciate it. We all live in the same town, right? Here is Luke Spellman. It's a friendly rivalry. Aquino. Ramirez. It's intense, though. Now to pass to Ciarelli. Matt Ciarelli. He's had quite a career with the Sparta Spartans. Goal today. Stiansen the other. Pass on the turf. Hope John trying to scoop it up. Muggy Bar's in there along with Aquino. Still loose. Pushed forward by Anthony Schnabel. Schnabel will roll into the Sparta territory and trying to scoop it up. He's knocked out of bounds. It was last touched by Schnabel, and so Sparta will take over. There is Spellman. The pass to Stiansen. Jace Stiansen, the freshman, on the left wing. Passes it to Spellman. Here's Luke Spellman. Down to Eddie Brown. Brown wasn't in the first matchup against Pope John this year, but the Lions know him well. He scored 4 times in the HWS final last year. Stolen by Bars. Here's Buggy racing up the right side. Magnus Bars with the pass down low to Pillock. Now to Heller. Turns around. The pass to Ramirez. Fires. Wide left. A bounce shot by Mikey Ramirez, and it just goes wide. But Hunter Murillo's closest. Starting to rain here. Shot by Heller, and it was saved by the Sparta netminder, Allegro. Got a foot on it. Perillo scoops it back up. It's starting to clear up in the sky, but I can feel rain. Not quite a sun shower, it's just one of those dark clouds overhead, whereas in the distance, it's clear. Here's Gallucci. Up top. Pass Aaron. It went in on net, and Allegro was able to gobble it up. Pass to Lucas Brown. Avoided a hit from Heller. Brown with the pass. Kladnicki. Now, in low to Ciarelli. Down low to Brown. The shot. Saved by Daniel O'Leary. Wow, what a save. And he hits himself on the head, clinking to celebrate. He knows he made a big save. He knows he was, point blank range. It was an incredible stop by Daniel O'Leary. There's Heller. And if the Pope John Lions win any championships this year, Hunterdon, Warren, Sussex, or States, Daniel O'Leary is going to be a main reason why. There's another man who would be a big part of that, Travis Heller. Hope John's all-time leading scorer in lacrosse. Special team this year. 7.5 minutes to go. Here's Pillock. Now to Gallucci. Brody Pillock. Pass down low to Hunter Perillo. Lucas Brown on him. Perillo looking to break in. Moves inside the shot. Saved by Allegro. Nice save by the Sparta netminder. And now the pass to Sikowski. Sam Sikowski racing up the right side. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6-2 Pope John over the Sparta Spartans. The Lions the top seed in this boys lacrosse tournament. And Sparta number 4. Stiansen with it now. Jace Stiansen. Pass to Aquino. Marco Aquino moves over to the right. Comes back to the middle. Now Spellman. Luke Spellman on the left. Down low to Brown. Brown gives it up to Ciarelli. Stiansen. Now Spellman on the left. Pass down low, the shot, off the cage and out of bounds. And it's Pope John ball. And Sanchez and O'Leary were closest. So a good shot by Ciarelli. It's kind of how he scored the first goal, except this one hit on the outside of the cage. Now here's Ramirez on the left. Down low to Canetta. Sam Canetta. Pass over to Perillo. It pops out of his cross. And taken away by Eric McCall. Gives it over to Allegro. And now Sikowski. Cross-field pass to McCall. Pillock chasing him. Nice hit by Canetta. Doesn't knock it loose, however. Stiansen. Jace Stiansen. Pass over to number 14, Danny Westervelt. Now Aquino. 5:15 to go, third quarter. Pope John with a 6-2 lead on the Sparta Spartans. We're at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for this Hunterdon Sussex semifinal. Aquino, back up top, pass to Stiansen. Jay Stiansen to Matt Ciarelli. Ciarelli to Brown. Brown trying to come in on Canetta. Can't do so. Spellman to Westervelt. Westervelt to Ciarelli. Ciarelli on the left post. Goes back the other direction. Checked by Schnabel. Back up top now again to Spellman. Spellman to Brown. Brown can't get a lane on Matthew Sledge. Oh, big check by Sam Canetta. He's going to get penalized for it. So now Spellman. Delayed penalty call against Pope John. Luke Spellman up top. Guarded by Bars. Now Stiansen. Over to Westervelt. Westervelt gives it up to Brown on the right side. Eddie Brown back to Danny Westervelt. Now to Stiansen, the freshman. Gives it up. Back down below to Aquino. Aquino into Westervelt. The shot. Score! Danny Westervelt gets Sparta back in the game. With 3:49 remaining in the third quarter. Westervelt's goal makes it 6-3, Pope John over Sparta. So now the Spartans have cut the Pope John lead to 3 goals. And I know as a Pope John fan, you're not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you a little story about the home opener this year against Immaculata. And Pope John had a big lead on Immaculata. I think it was like 5 goals. And Immaculata kept coming back and back and back and tied the game and almost won a few times. They had a couple of posts. And it took till double overtime when Travis Heller scored with 5 seconds remaining in order to give Pope John a victory. The Lions have to make sure they don't give back goal here, goal there, and let Sparta back into this game. 3:49 to go, third period. Here's a face-off. Ball's underneath Ramirez. And he's pushed down by Sikowski. It'll be Pope John ball. So now Heller will start it. Here's Travis. Pope John's all-time leading scorer in lacrosse. Racing down the left side. Back behind the net. Heller with the pass. The shot by Pillock goes wide, left out of bounds. Perillo's closest. 3:25 remaining in the third. Lions lead by 3. Here comes Perillo. Now to Gallucci. Jack Gallucci. He's got Hanson on him. Hanson trying to poke it free. Now a swipe. Gallucci racing into the corner. Coming back now. Trying to pass it off. Nobody really open. Gallucci covering a lot of ground out there. Hanson still poking away. Oh, nice sneak by Gallucci. Comes in on the left side. McCall just whacking away. Gives him a shove. Pass over to Heller. It's picked up by Hunter Perillo. Now Heller tied up there, knocked down, almost dragged down by the Sparta defense. It's 4-on-1 right now. Now Perillo in there, and it's picked up by Gallucci. Wow, how Pope John was able to come away with that, I don't know. He had 4 Sparta defenders around. Heller and then Perillo, and it's Gallucci who comes away with it. 2:15 to go. Pass over to Ramirez on the right. Now the sun back out on the field. Sun-drenched field here at Pope John High School. Ramirez looking to get the shot off. Didn't see an opening, so he pulls back on it. Hanson defending. Lions can do that. They can slow it down right now. They've got a 3-goal lead. to find their shot. Mikey will pass it off to Jack Galucci. Jack right in front of the Sparta bench. Looking to break in on Sikowski. Now Pillock. Over to Galucci. Galucci breaking in. The shot. It bounced off of the crossbar. You know, Galucci was falling down and the ball just kind of bounced. And it looked like it just tapped the crossbar. But it didn't go in. Here's the pass down low to Brown, and he can't control. Smothered away by Daniel O'Leary. Snobbled to Ramirez with 1:12 to go. Here's Mikey racing up the left side. We got a flag on the play against Ciarelli. A delayed call. Ramirez in the corner. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Hope John would love to add to their 3-goal lead. Ciarelli defending. Ramirez now gets some help from number 7. Chopping away on Ramirez right now. He'll race to the middle of the field. Ball's knocked loose. It's on the turf. And Ciarelli will pick it up, but the whistle goes. And a penalty against Matt. 27 seconds to go, third quarter. Lions lead by 3, 6-3 here. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Warren Hills versus Voorhees on Saturday morning at Lenape Valley High School. If it is the Lions who come away with the victory, we'll be with you at 11 a.m. on Saturday for that contest. So Ramirez will pick the ball on the left side, closest to the nearest sideline. Walks into position. 27 seconds to go, third quarter. Ramirez would pass down low to Canetta. Now to Heller. It bounces away from him, but he picks it back up. Pass out to Pillock. Now Ramirez up top. Sikowski all over him. Galucci back to Ramirez. Looking to shoot. Gives it up to Galucci. Now to Ramirez. Down low. Bounces out and across from Heller. 3 seconds to go. Galucci. He'll have to shoot quickly, and he runs out of time. I don't think he knew how much time was left on the clock. Tough to tell from where they are on the field. We're through 3 here at Pope John High School. The Pope John Lions hold a 6-3 lead on the Sparta Spartans. This is the Hunterdon Warren Sussex semifinal in boys lacrosse. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back, Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, for the semifinal of the boys lacrosse tournament in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's game as the Pope John Lions lead the Sparta Spartans 6-3. Pope John, the top seed, looking to advance to Saturday morning's Hunterdon Warren Sussex final and to get a modicum of payback from last year's elimination in the final at the hands of the Sparta Spartans. Lions heading to their side of the field. They'll be going left to right in this fourth quarter in their blue jerseys with gold trim and white. Pope John across the front, the golden domes, the golden helmets. Sparta in their white jerseys with dark blue trim. Sparta across the front of the jersey and dark numbers and white helmets, somebody going right to left. We start up here in the fourth quarter. Gallucci will take the ball in the corner, now to Pillock. Down below to Hunter Perillo. Perillo coming in. Ball knocked loose by Sikowski. Goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Sparta ball. Now to pass upfield to Aquino. Gives it off to number 25, Adam Teixeira. Teixeira now to Danny Westervelt. Westervelt's got a goal in this game, along with Stiansen, the freshman, who has the ball now, along with senior Matt Ciarelli. For Pope John, 4 goals by Travis Heller, along with 1 from Brody Pillock and 1 from Sam Canetta. Here is Spellman on the left side. Stiansen breaking in, takes a swipe from Muggy Bars. Down below, Aquino. Here's Eddie Brown. You can tell, we talk about the Pope John offense all the time, right? We have not really spoken much about the Pope John defense today. Not really a lot all season, but I'll tell you what. You see how they're able to swallow up big players. Look at Eddie Brown, who scored 4 goals against them in the finals last year. Nothing today. Brown has been kept off the score sheet. And that's a tribute to the job that Bars and Schnabel and Sanchez have done, along with O'Leary's goaltending. Now Brown to Stiansen. Gives to Spellman. Back to Stiansen. Spellman up top on Heller. Westervelt gives it to Ciarelli. Back around to Westervelt on the left. Spellman. Gets it back to Stiansen. Down low, Ciarelli. Shot, score. That's Ciarelli. Beats O'Leary with a nice deke to the left and then puts it in the right side of the cage. And there's an argument now. O'Leary saying something as far as the netting is concerned. Is he arguing that Ciarelli was inside the crease? He may be, but the goal's going to count. 6-4 now. Sparta has cut the Pope John lead to 2 with 9:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. So the Spartans have definitely played themselves back in this game, now only down 2 with plenty of time remaining. Here's the face-off, and it's won by Mikey Ramirez. It's a big possession for Pope John. They want to try and get that goal back quickly. Here's Ramirez. To Gallucci. Over to Canetta. Canetta down low to Hunter Perillo. Perillo gives it up to Brody Pillock. Down to Jack Gallucci. Gallucci trying to break in on Hansen. Pass down to Pillock. Now over to Canetta. Clock down to 9:15 remaining. Perillo, spin move on Teixeira, can't break loose. Now to Gallucci, over to Pillock. Brown guarding him. Lucas Brown all over Pillock. Pillock fires wide right. Out of bounds. Pope John closest. Sam Canetta about a step ahead of Sikowski. Now to Ramirez. It's knocked loose by Eric McCall. Out of bounds. Sparta possession. Spartans will take over with 8:48 to go in quarter number 4. Crossfield pass over to number 17, Christian Hansen. Hansen gives it to Ciarelli. That's Ciarelli with a pair of goals for the Spartans. Gives it up to Marco Aquino. Now to Luke Spellman. Sparta looking for the proximate goal to cut it to 1. Ciarelli back to Westervelt. Now to Spellman. Big moment in this game for the Pope John Lion defense to stand up. Stiansen cutting in. Stiansen, the shot. Scores! Just inside the right post. Beats goalkeeper Daniel O'Leary. And the Spartans have worked their way back to cut the Pope John lead to just 1. 6-5, Lions over the Spartans with 8:08 remaining. Quarter number 4. That's Stiansen's second of the game. So he has 2. Ciarelli with 2. Westervelt with 1. And it is 6-5, Pope John. Now a huge face-off. Ramirez wins it. And now Pope John looking to build their lead back up. Pass to Heller. Heller down low to Pillock. Pillock's got Lucas Brown on him. Takes a shove. Now another. Pillock. Pass over to Canetta, a little high. He handles it. Pope John playing without the services of Peyton Fox today. Here's Gallucci on the left. Gallucci working down low on Hanson. Comes around behind the goal. Gallucci looking to pass it off. Takes a pick from Pillock. Sharp pass and Ramirez corrals it in. Eric McCall on him. McCall racing with him. And we have a penalty call on McCall. Gallucci. Pass to Canetta goes out of bounds. It's going to be Sparta ball, but we got a penalty against the Spartans. 7:05 remaining. Slashing call on number 11, Eric McCall. And so the ball will stay down in the Sparta end of the field, so that will give it back to Pope John. Hunter Perillo will start it up. 7:05 to go. Pope John's lead is just 1. 6-5 on Sparta. Perillo chases back around. Pass down low to Gallucci. Jack Gallucci. Now into Ramirez, past him, back to midfield. And Schnabel's able to force it back into Sparta territory, but it's picked up by number 13, Brady Shagawat. Down low, the shot, score! Lucas Brown ties the game for the Spartans with 6:35 remaining. We're all even, 6 apiece. We got a Pope John player down right now. The trainer's working. We're going to take an injury timeout. 6:35 to go, fourth quarter. Sparta has come all the way back to tie Pope John 6-6. So we'll be back on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School as Muggy Bars, who was down on the turf for about a good minute, is back up and he's on his feet. Looks to be okay. Meanwhile, Lucas Brown has tied the game for the Sparta Spartans with the assist from Brady Shagawat. And the score is now 6-6. Pope John and Sparta with 6.5 minutes to go in quarter number 4. A brand new game here at Pope John High School. It's going to be Adam Teixeira taking the face-off against Mikey Ramirez. In a colossal face-off now between these two. So important to win this draw and gain possession.
Let's go, White. Let's go, Jack.
So, Ramirez and Teixeira set up. Said at the beginning of the game, throw out the records when it comes to rivalries. Ramirez waiting. And the referee's talking to the Sparta head coaches. Now, I think we get back to action. 6:35 to go, fourth quarter. We are tied at 6. Here's a face-off between Ramirez and Teixeira. We have a whistle. And Teixeira jumps, so Ramirez will start out with it. Pope John with the ball. Ramirez to Heller. Now down low to Gallucci. Back to Heller on the right wing. Gives the Pillock on the left. Pillock to Canetta. Canetta down to Perillo. Back to Canetta down low. Gallucci falls down. And Heller scoops it up. Heller to Gallucci. Clock down to 6:06 remaining. Jack on the right side. Waiting for something to open up. Gallucci coming in to Ramirez. Fires. Saved by Allegro. Pope John's closest. They'll keep possession. Hunter Perillo. It's a nice shot by Ramirez down low in the left corner. An even better save by the netminder for Sparta, Jake Allegro. Here's Heller. Behind the net. Pass it off to Gallucci on the right. Gallucci gives it to Ramirez. Ramirez on the left wing. It's being shadowed by 22, Marcelo Di Stefano. Ramirez pass down low, tipped by Teixeira, out of bounds. Pope John ball. Teixeira making the argument that it was a Pope John player to hit it, but it was his cross that it bounced off of. Now Heller. Travis looking to break in. Comes in on the left. Drops back down below. 5:15 to go, fourth quarter. Tied at 6. Here's Pillock. Over to Gallucci. Jack Gallucci. Passes to Pillock. Pillock in on Lucas Brown. Pass across to Ramirez. Sparta defense down tight, surrounding Allegro. 4:48 to go. Ramirez looking to break in. Mikey Ramirez takes a shot to the face. The shot goes wide, left out of bounds. Pope John closest. Perillo will grab it with 4:39 to go. Still too much time on the clock for Pope John to hang for a final shot. But they are definitely taking their time setting up to try and get the go-ahead goal. Here's Pillock to Gallucci. Jack Gallucci. Hanson on him. Gallucci. Pass to Ramirez. Back to Jack. Gallucci races into the center. Down low. Perillo fires off the post. Goes out of bounds. Pope John closest. Now Perillo to Pillock. Brody Pillock takes it back around. Pass to Ramirez, tipped by Di Stefano, goes out of bounds. It'll leave Pope John ball. Well, that shot by Perillo just off the iron on the right side of the cage. .351 to go, fourth quarter, tied at 6. Pope John and Sparta. Here's Ramirez. The call on him. Cross-field pass to Gallucci. Here's Jack Gallucci. Coming in on Hanson. Back to the center. Now to pass over to Ramirez. Mikey Ramirez with 3.5 to go. Takes a bump from McCall. Pass back to Perillo. Now to Gallucci. Gallucci on the left, looking to break in. Can't get around Hansen. Now Heller. Travis Heller will work back towards the middle of the field. Travis Heller bursting in. Looking for a shot. It's knocked loose. Goes out of bounds. Pope John's ball. 2:59 remaining. Lines will start it up. And we have a whistle from the back judge. And I think they're going to talk about this. Sparta clamoring for possession there. We'll start it up. Gallucci, the pass into Pillock. Round on him. Brody Pillock racing around. Pillock with the pass. Hunter Perillo on the left side. And now it's getting to that time where Pope John maybe could hold for a final shot. Here's Gallucci. Still a lot of time left, though. 2:35. Gallucci on the left, down to Pillock below. Pillock, 2:22 remaining. Pillock to Heller. Anytime Travis Heller has the ball, you've got to wonder, is he going to take the shot? Comes back around the right post, looking for room to shoot. It's knocked away from his cross by number 15, Sikowski. Gets it back, and now 2 minutes remain. Heller. Pass over. Perillo takes a swipe. Now another. Perillo racing toward the left post. Pass back out to Ramirez. Now to Gallucci. Jack Gallucci looking to make a move. The shot wide left. Out of bounds. Pope John ball. Good attempt by Gallucci. Just missed on the left side. Now Hunter Perillo with 1:35 remaining. And we are getting to the time where they can hold. Now Gallucci. 1:27 to go. Gallucci up top. Trying to work in on Christian Hansen. Here is Perillo. 1:11 to go. To share on him. Over to Heller. Travis Heller. Looking for a lane in the middle. Fires! Score! Score! Travis Heller with 1 minute remaining. And the Pope John Lions take a 7-6 lead. Bedlam at Pope John High School. And a man of the hour, Travis Heller, with his 5th goal of the game. And the Lions up 7-6. And now a huge draw between Mikey Ramirez and Eric McCall. Here's a face-off. Ramirez wins it. And now trying to break free. The pass up to Heller. And we have a timeout. Smart timeout called by Pope John. With just 58 ticks remaining. The Lions 7, the Spartans 6. We'll take time as well. Quick timeout and come right back to Pope John High School. Right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
My brother's now? Shut you on the back.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. 58 seconds remaining in the semifinal of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Boys Lacrosse Tournament. Mike Formasano along with you calling today's action. The semifinal between the top seed Pope John Lions and the number 4 seeded Sparta Spartans. The winner of this matchup will take on the winner of the number 2 versus 3 game being played this afternoon between Warren Hills, the Blue Streaks, number 2, and Voorhees, number 3. That game will be at Lenape Valley High School, 11 a.m. on Saturday. If Pope John hangs on the win, we will be with you for that contest. Saturday morning, 11 a.m. from Lenape Valley. We start up. Here is Travis Heller. Sparta with the all-out attack, trying to knock the ball loose from Heller. And it is. We finally have a whistle and another timeout. So Sparta bringing the heavy artillery and trying to knock that ball loose from Heller. Pope John Lions smartly calling timeout. We'll stay with you. 51 seconds remaining here, and another timeout between Pope John and Sparta. And as we said, the records don't matter when you're talking about rivalries. You know, we saw this in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex final in girls basketball this year. Sparta, their number 3 seed, defeated the top seed, the Pope John Lions, 40-38. And so, you know, anytime you're talking about Pope John and Sparta going at each other, it's usually a very even matchup, regardless of record. So that's what happens with rivalries. So it's been a close game throughout. Pope John held the lead for most of it. Sparta came back to tie the game at 6, and then Pope John was able to kill most of the time in the latter part of the fourth quarter. Travis Heller scoring with 1 minute remaining. So now the clock's down to 51 seconds. Jack Galucci's going to start things up. You've got Sikowski and McCall on him. Here we go. Pass down low. There's Heller. Travis Heller. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Waiting to get a referee's ruling here. It is Pope John ball. 42 seconds. There's Heller. Heller with the pass to Pillock. 39 seconds now. Now to Heller. Sparta chopping away. The ball's loose. Picked up by Heller. All Pope John has to do is stay away. Canetta with the shot. He scores! Sam Canetta from Travis Heller. Warm up the bus. Pope John is getting ready to take it to Lenape Valley. The Lions with a 2-goal lead. Sam Canetta from Travis Heller with 27 ticks remaining. So now Mikey Ramirez and Eric McCall on the draw. And a win by Pope John would all but seal this. We have another whistle and a timeout on the field. 27 seconds to go. So last minute goals by Travis Heller and Sam Canetta, assisted by Heller. And the Lions have built their lead to 8-6. As the bells ring at Our Lady of the Lake, dinner time. Not yet. It is the dinner hour. Let's go ahead and tell you what we got coming on the channel on Pope John Lions YouTube this week. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. on the baseball diamond. It'll be the Pope John Lions boys baseball team, the number 4 seed in the baseball tournament of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex. They will take on the 5 seed Vernon Vikings. That's at 4 p.m. tomorrow, right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. If you're down at Pope John High School, you want to check out the softball game, the number 2 seed softball team will take on High Point. We'll be with softball on Thursday as they play a regular season matchup. Friday, I think we're off. And then Saturday, if Pope John hangs on to win this game, we'll have finals coverage for you at 11 a.m. from Lenape Valley High School. And then if the boys baseball team or girls softball team make it to Saturday to the semifinals, those will be at 4 p.m. And wherever it is, we'll cover that with you. 27 seconds to go. Pope John and Sparta. Lions leading by 2. Here's the face-off between Ramirez and McCall. Here's the draw. The whistle. Movement by, I think it was by Mikey Ramirez, so it's going to go over to Sparta. And we got a timeout by Sparta. They want to talk things over. All right, this time we are going to take time. Quick timeout. We'll come right back. 26 seconds to go. Pope John leading by 2, but I think Sparta has possession. We'll come right back after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. The crosstown rivalry renewed. Pope John and Sparta here in the semifinal of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Boys Lacrosse Tournament. Mike Formisano calling today's game as the Sparta Spartans will start out with it with 26 ticks. Here we go, down by 2 to Pope John. Pass down low to Westervelt. Now over to Eddie Brown. Spartans looking for a quick goal here. Brown in front. Draped all over him, flags all over the place. The ball's still loose. Down there to the sideline, Sanchez picks it up, but an infraction against Pope John. But only 8 seconds remaining. So, it's going to be, I believe, Sanchez going off. The Sparta will have a man advantage. But again, only 8 seconds remaining, and the Lions are leading by 2 goals. An important goal by Sam Canetta to give them some insurance here. Otherwise, everybody be chopping at the fingernails. Stiansen will inbound. Looking to pass it in. Comes to the center of the shot. High above the crossbar. 2 seconds to go. Sparta has possession. Ciarelli with it. Here's the whistle. The pass. It goes wide. There's the buzzer. The Pride has spoken! The Pope John Lions defeat the Sparta Spartans in the semifinal of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Boys Lacrosse Tournament. Final score, Pope John 8, Sparta 6. A tight matchup between the Lions and the Spartans as we are starting the downpour just as this game ends. The Lions were able to go ahead and build a 6-3 lead, but Sparta coming back and tying the game late or about midway through the 4th quarter, and then Pope John was able to get a goal from Travis Heller with 1 minute remaining. Sam Canetta with 27 seconds put the insurance goal into the back of the net, and the Lions come away with the victory. With the win, Pope John advances to the final of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Tournament. That will be played on Saturday as they will play the winner of Warren Hills versus Voorhees. That game's scheduled for 11 a.m. We'll have it for you on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Tomorrow, please join us for boys baseball as the Pope John Lions baseball team will take on the Vernon Vikings in the 4-5 matchup of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Boys Baseball Tournament. Also here at Pope John High School tomorrow, the number 2 seed softball team will take on the number 7 seed High Point in the 2-7 matchup of the softball tournament. What a win for Pope John in another exhilarating game between Pope John and Sparta. This rivalry never disappoints. Final score, once again, from Pope John High School is the Lions defeating the Sparta Spartans 8-6. I'm Mike Formisano. It's been my pleasure to bring this game to you. We will see you tomorrow for boys baseball, and on Thursday for softball, and on Saturday for the Hunterdon Warren Sussex final matchup between Pope John versus the winner of Warren Hills and Voorhees, 11 a.m. from Lenape Valley High School. Have a good night from Pope John High School.